Hi team, it's Josh and I'm really excited today because as you can see, we're in a little bit of a different location. I'm gonna go on a multi-day hiking trip to Colorado and I'm gonna take you with me. So I'm just sitting at the airport right now, waiting for the plane to arrive. As you can see, beautiful day outside. We're gonna grab the plane to Chicago, change to Montrose, pick up a car and drive on up into the mountains. And I'm gonna take photos and I'm gonna share the experience. You know, one of the reasons why I started this YouTube channel was because I wanted that added incentive to get out there and do things that I've dreamt about but haven't done yet. And I always wanted to go hiking in the United States and I hadn't really done it. So what better way to do it than just jump on in? Well, let's go. And I finally arrived in Montrose Airport after a bit of a delay in Chicago, but all is good because the rental car company has one of my favorite cars in stock, the Nissan Altima. So I remember really enjoying driving it and I haven't driven one for a while. So looking forward to heading up, driving up through the mountains to Telluride. Let's go. Been in Telluride for a couple of days now and it's been absolutely amazing. Such a beautiful location and the food in the restaurants has been phenomenal. The hikes have been great. And yesterday I did a really special hike. I hiked for 8 hours, my biggest ever yet, up a mountain, 4,000 feet of elevation. And before I run a montage, I'll tell you a little bit of an interesting story because the number one thing you probably shouldn't be doing is hiking up mountains by yourself. But about an hour in, I met this local who was so cool and we ended up doing the whole thing together, which was really, really helpful because there's no way I was gonna do this by myself. Seriously, I wouldn't have made it. I would have turned back, but he helped me, get over snowfields and things like that. So anyway, have a look at the montage. It was a great day. So guys, we're going to do a waterfall hike today. It should be a shorter one. It's not going to be as crazy as the one I did yesterday where I climbed a mountain. That was absolutely absurd. This one's probably about 4 hours. I just felt like while I'm here, I have to go see some of these waterfalls. They look incredibly beautiful. And just since I'm chilling out in this gondola, it's a great place, Telluride. The only thing just to be aware of, it does seem very much a family place. So if you've got kids, this is probably a good place to go. For me, it probably would have been nice to have something a little bit more quiet. But other than that, if you're doing some pretty challenging hikes, you're not going to bump into that many kids anyway. It's actually very, very dog friendly. I've caught gondolas with dogs. I've seen dogs on hikes. It's pretty crazy. Even some really rather rare breeds that you wouldn't expect to be hiking. But anyway, so I'm going to get down there, take a couple of photos. It should be a good day. Oh, and by the way, sorry about the quality of this video. I left a lot of the camera gear that I needed to record videos back in the lodge. So I'm actually recording this on my phone, but hopefully it doesn't turn out too bad. Catch you later. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed the coverage of the trip to Telluride. It was a fantastic experience climbing those mountains. Anyway, I'm delayed in the airport in Chicago for a couple of hours, so I thought I'd just hop online, put the closing comments of this vlog together. Now, I know a bunch of folks out there who follow my YouTube channel are really interested in tech, so I thought I'd just talk about how I travel. So this time I brought two laptops with me. You can see them beside me. You've got the rose-colored gold one there, that's the Dell XPS 9370, and I've got the Surface Book 215 underneath it. Now, the reason I took two is I wanted to make sure I could open up a laptop while on those planes with the smaller seats. So I bought the Dell XPS just in case. As it turns out, the Surface Book 2, I could actually open it, which was really handy because I prefer the bigger screen. And I find that it runs a little bit faster. You know, my particular model has 16 gig of RAM. Obviously, that's going to make a difference versus the 8 gig in the other one. And also, I like the fact that in the Surface Book 2, all the heated components are behind the screen, so it feels cool to the touch. But when I got to Telluride and I started to edit 4K video on it, I discovered that it just doesn't have the chops for that level of video editing. In particular, because the Surface Book 2 has this bit of an issue where sometimes it disconnects the NVIDIA GPU in the base, and you've got to like take off the top part, put it back for it to rediscover the GPU, or you've got to restart the computer. And without CUDA acceleration, you know, editing video is just a nightmare. Anyway, that's all for today, folks. I really hope you enjoyed it, as I said. If you like this video, you know what to do. Click that thumbs up button down below. Click the big subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. And feel free to reply with comments to get chatting. Till next time, I'll catch you later.